Something's wrong with the jump sequence. Abort! Abort!
What's wrong?
Each ship is jumping into the space occupied by its neighbor.
Jump us to safety.
I cannot.
But your spacers will also die.
A small price to pay for my people's freedom.
It was you, wasn't it? The spacers handing you over to Empire was a ruse.
Yeah, Selden sent in a master trader. The deal was sealed. Spacers are no longer yours, Empire. The jump sequence was in this, but I had to get it to a spacer, so I needed to get on board this ship. We played you. General halfway figured it out, but you never listened to him, do you? Selden baited you into a war, ordering your entire fleet to Terminus, which you did. It came right to us because you're so f***ing predictable.
Okay, first off, the Empire not listening to Bel Rios. What is he going to listen to? More harping on about his husband? Like, come on.
That's right.
Like, it's just husband. Okay, do your thing.
Do your thing, fine. Yeah, right? I mean, he's Empire. He's got bigger things to do. He's not going to listen to this guy's personal problems.
That's right. In fact, why did he even hire him for the generalship in the first place? He's like, send in my husband. My husband. He's on the planet. My husband.
What are you doing? You're compromised. You can't be in position to command.
Yeah. Also, this part where the spacer is actually on board with Hober Mallow's plan, like you said in your review, we didn't see that. We were told.
We were told the explicit opposite of that.
The opposite of that.
So Hober Mallow has a conversation with the queen of the home swarm, and they explicitly say, like, it's too risky. We're not going to go against an Empire. We're going to turn you in. That's where that's where we were left off thinking.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that the spacers are on board with Empire the whole time.
Right.
Then the big twist is that conversation didn't happen.
But the conversation happened. It's just there was a second conversation that overturned that conversation.
We never saw that.
We never saw that. In fact, why did they have that conversation at all? Like, it wasn't like Bel Rios was in the room and they're like decoying him. Like, that was a totally private conversation. They just had it straight up.
It was a private conversation on a spacer ship.
Right.
So there's no reason to put on a show of like, we disagree. No way. We're going to take your deal.
Right. It wasn't even left as like a, that's a good deal. I'm just not sure. And then cutscene, like, it was a fully like, no, we're not doing that.
Right. So the twist is that conversation happened, but then the spacers came back to Hober Mallow and were like, we reconsider. We want to be free.
Right. Just we weren't allowed to know about that.
We weren't allowed to know about it until now.
Surprise. Here's the ending.
Yeah, surprise.
Also, he's like, I needed to get on this ship because I have the jump sequence in my hand. But, like, couldn't he have just told the spacers and the spacers disseminated it?
That's right. The spacers communicate with each other through space-time somehow.
They, like, blink their eyes or whatever, and they communicate through space-time.
So he should get the jump coordinates, give it to the spacers, and then they disseminate the information.
Right. He doesn't need to be on the ship other to be, like, F you do today.
Be nice to be on the ship to say to talk trash.
Like, even Hober Mallow doesn't understand, like, what his plan is.
That's right. That's actually a terrible execution of the plan. It's much safer to have the spacers do the jumps, do this communication.
Yeah, they got the tech. They can communicate through space. At the end of the day, Hober Mallow saved the day because he had a secret plan that he had all along. Cool.
But he was sent on secret negotiations. That makes sense. Why is he on the ship?
That's right. That's right.
He's a negotiator, not an infiltrator soldier guy.
That's right.
So his job was done when he got the negotiations signed off.
He died and he didn't have to. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because if he got the negotiations signed off, he didn't need to be captured later on by Bel Rios.
That's right. He did his job because he's a negotiator / salesman.
And at that point, the spacers were already on his team. They already had the mission. Right. They already were going to sabotage.
Yeah. So he got himself captured and killed just so he could get those trash talk moments with Empire. I mean, okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Legendary, I guess. But
that's right.
no reason. Yeah, super interesting.